I'm Joyce Shaar. I'm an actress, comedian, model, philanthropist, mother, and grandmother. I love people. Everyone has a story to tell, and together we're going to explore how to achieve health, wealth, and happiness. Welcome to the Joyce Shaar Show, and today we have the wonderful privilege of being with Arlene and Milt Larsen. Now, Arlene and Milt Larsen just happened to have opened this past year the new Magic Castle Cabaret.
That's
right?
Yep.
And not to be confused with the Magic Castle down in Hollywood, which is probably...
It is to be confused with it because
It is?
But the Magic Castle in Hollywood has been there for 56 years.
56
and we're
years.
only here for a year or so.
Oh, okay. But tell me, did you just arrive on the train as you usually do every week?
I love the train.
Oh, I know. He goes down on Tuesday, right? And comes back on Friday.
Yeah.
And you get to pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, this is such a privilege to be here. And I know that you looked for a long time to find the right spot. And there we are, across from the Clark Bird Refuge, right? On a little street that maybe you might miss if you rode by it fast, right?
It's like a private street.
It's a private street, yes, and you got a lot of stuff going on right here.
The whole area here was the Clark Estate.
Right.
And the Bird Refuge was
right there.
And the big mansion is going to be the museum. And of course, they gave the city the zoo. It's quite a place.
Well, then I'm glad you held on to this and you didn't give away anything.
Just the right size, small.
It is. It's only 4,000 square feet or something.
That's it.
You said
Yeah,
it's
very
perfect.
intimate.
And then I know that you look. This used to be the old Cafe del Sol. Is that right?
Oh yes.
And then that was empty for a while. And while you were looking,
2 years.
2 years. Because you're not a restaurant, you're a private club.
And no one thought it would ever be sold because you cannot put another restaurant in here. The kitchen is not workable.
Okay.
Way past the codes. Ceiling's way too low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you turned it into this wonderful magic place. We here in Santa Barbara and Montecito and the whole area so needed something like this. We gather with our best friends. It's a private club, so you get to kind of...
It's our playhouse.
Yes, it certainly is, because you know, the two of them have been having wonderful parties at their house, and they live here in Santa Barbara for years. And then finally, they decided their living room was too small, so they opened up this place.
Now we have help. We got a bartender and a kitchen.
I know
we
you
got
do.
Servers
Well,
and
it's
doormen.
beautiful because we can have our drinks here. We have appetizers, and I think that it all evolved around your idea of extending yourselves to our community.
Sharing.
You did.
Totally
You got
fun to
to
be
come in
sharing.
here. We have a place to go.
Yeah.
And you
hang out, to
have
talk.
enlightened a lot of us, you know, with just by being here and getting here to settle down with a few friends. I think that's
A
wonderful.
lot of people
Right,
say
thank you.
that it's like a New York 1940s nightclub.
It is.
I've
It
never been to one,
is.
but I like it.
Never been to one?
I like to think it's more like the Parisian cabarets.
Oh, Parisian.
So let's take the Moulin Rouge.
Oh, yes,
That's
yes.
when the La Boheme girls come in and dance.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that only happens one.
But the New
One
York
day a
ones
week,
are
guys.
Lots of girls here.
Well, I know that the two of you have had a wonderful, wonderful past because Milt was well, you're still a writer as far as I'm concerned. Well,
Yeah.
writer,
Comedy writer.
producer.
My job description, I've always said, is an unemployed gag writer.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Now, in the meantime, I've done a lot of other things.
Yes,
but
you
it's-
have. Yes, you have. Arlene told us about some of them, so we know.
No secrets.
And Arlene had this fabulous career. She was costume designer, won many awards way back when, and that's how the two of them met. They actually met on a show
Dressed
called
them
Truth
funny.
or Consequences. Is that
was
right?
the one,
Yep.
right.
I had to put a turban on him.
Yep. And you used to tell him what he was going to wear daily and all the
definitely.
rest of that.
Dress them funny and shove them out.
Well, they had a dream. They had a dream for many, many years, and then they got married, moved here to Santa Barbara, and Arlene, in the back of her mind, kept saying, I think that Santa Barbara area and over here, we need another Magic Castle.
Place to hang out.
Yes, because your living room, remember, got too small. But they have this wonderful connection, the two of you, and I know that you had
Richard Sherman.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did. Richard Sherman and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and all
Yeah.
that. I mean, you guys have a list of
yeah.
wonderful,
We've got some
wonderful
great
people.
friends.
Right.
It is a distance, though, from Los Angeles.
Yes, it
so
is.
we're letting our friends in town here know about it, too.
Yeah, that's true. And then some of the people still come up here because I see a lot of your old friends from there.
Yeah, we drag them out
today.
here.
Yeah, right.
I am so happy to be here. When the Magic Castle in Hollywood opened in 1963, I missed it because I was only 2.5 years old. So I'm so happy I'm here for this one. Milt and his brother Bill brought me out to the West Coast back in 1981 from my home in Louisville, Kentucky, and Milt got me on my first Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. And that's what launched my career. So Milt is an old friend, and he's done so much for Magic, and he's done so much for me, and I'm so happy for him that this new venue is open, and it's so wonderful and beautiful.
I think if you want a place that's classy, that's kind of got this quiet dignity, but it's full of entertainment and food and drink and exclusive kind of atmosphere, and I think this is the place to go in Santa Barbara and for quite a distance around.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1- and 2-bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
Well, welcome back. Today we're with Arlene and Milt Larsen.
Magic Castle in Hollywood was 56 years ago. It was built on members like Cary Grant and Orson Welles and Johnny Carson and
Johnny
people like that.
Carson's.
And we have the same thing up here. We have Dick Van Dyke, who was
Yes.
Mary Poppins.
Yes.
So we'll get them together, and they can sing with Mary Poppins songs with Dick Sherman. I mean,
Or Steve Martin. He's an Angel member.
Oh yeah.
That's right. He's
He
been
said
here.
he lives actually in New York. And he's comes out here in this
He loves
summer.
the place.
And he said when his next trip out here, he's going to
Yeah, we have his
bring
banjo.
his banjos.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
bring his guys in and play a couple
right.
numbers.
Oh my God, you had fun people, I know for sure. But tell us about, you actually have 2 nightly shows. Tell us about what kind of entertainment we are to look forward to.
Well, the whole thing about the Magic Castle Cabaret is it's magic and novelty and vaudeville. And the combination has always been my favorite thing. I had a place called the Variety Arts Center downtown.
That's right.
And Mayfair Music Hall when I was in.
Oh, we had so much fun.
I love those things. But the castle itself is all magic. So what we did is we combined the love of magic so in our big showroom here, a huge showroom.
It's very big.
Well, it's got seating for 40 people.
All right.
But that is magic by the greatest performers in America, and they all
all over
are
the world.
award winners from the Magic Castle, and they love playing here, and they do their show in the showroom, and then we have close-up magicians that do
Yes.
that, and in the lounge here is we have magicians,
Right.
but we also have
Singers,
and
dancers.
dancers.
You have a
and-
cabaret singer
Belly
at night,
dancers.
music even.
Yeah. Oh, great.
The wonderful thing about cabaret, and what people don't realize that term is cabaret was in the European countries and things, that was when all the entertainers would get together after the show.
After the show,
And
right.
if they had grand opera, all the singers would go over to the cabaret, and the stand-ins would start singing, and then the entertainers and the people that did the show. So a lot of times the show, after the ones that people paid thousands of dollars to
Right.
get into, the best show would be
But
doing cabaret.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We've had evenings here that are never planned because we don't plan much.
We don't plan anything
Never
right
works out of your
now.
plan.
But we've got more and more people wanting to come, and they just love the fact that we've kind of recreated an ambience of a grand old private theater in a palace.
True.
And, get
There's a
that.
little gold and wood and the
Hand-painted
glitz
ceiling.
is everywhere.
So people don't want to just go to some back room in a club and a bunch of people who are drinking too much or whatever. But
Hopefully enough to pay the bills.
But when they do it here, we have a beautiful band that is our house band.
Dennis Berger.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh, they're
we had
great.
the Martinez brothers, and evidently their father used to have an orchestra at the Biltmore years ago, and their family been here all their lives.
Right.
They know everyone, and everyone knows them. And so with our little 3-piece band, Dennis is always here on the piano, and found out from the head of the Santa Barbara Jazz Association, he's one of the 3 top jazz pianists in town.
Oh my gosh.
And he just loves the place, comes in and just plays all night until 10:30, and then they just play for themselves and keep going while the crew is cleaning up.
Oh my God, you've inherited all these great people. You didn't even ask
I
for
would
them.
call
They
you-
just drop in.
Yeah.
Dennis had his Rhythm Kings.
Okay.
Because I like the sound of that, like the
right,
old time.
right.
And then the thing is, it's the Cabaret Rhythm Kings.
Yeah.
The one thing they do, which Dennis is brilliant doing it, is it's called
Improvisational
They-
stuff, right?
thank you, improvisational. But
Easy
the,
for you to say that.
But the thing is that you'll be playing something that sounds like in San Francisco, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, there's
switch.
melodies and things. 2 guys, the Rhythm Kings, are drum and bass.
And
And
a skinny bass.
they follow whatever he's doing.
Oh my gosh.
And he's inventing it as he's
As
doing
he's
it.
going along. Oh, absolutely.
And then if they get another job, they take it. Dennis will find someone to fill in, and then they're back after the job.
Oh my
so
gosh.
everyone's free to go get good money
You'll
and
find
big
'em.
jobs. Yeah.
All the great jazz people in Santa Barbara love Dennis, and the fact that that's his
They have a place.
forte. And wow.
And the other
he's
night
not
we
a-
had someone that sounded like Frank Sinatra.
Oh my
And he just
gosh.
came from Vegas, and he's moved out here, and so we're going to adopt him too.
Well, I know that you're going to have a lot of people dropping in and out that are, you never know who's going to be here that night.
Well,
and,
that's for
and
sure.
you're very famous for that. And I know that you serve
It's growing. It's
appetizers.
amazing.
And,
It's
you know,
growing.
And they have to have a coat
totally
and
a thing
tie.
of fun.
Yes, dress code. Have to be over 21.
Oh, that's true. You
Yes.
need to wear a little few sequins here and there. if
There's
you want
no
to,
one.
right?
I was in New York, and they said even New York they don't dress up anymore. And
Well, we do here.
my friends and women
where-
are saying, now I get to dress up. You cannot be too dressy here. I mean, we
know
have
it.
women come in with the long gloves and the hats and the
I
gowns.
know you do.
It's so much fun.
Well, the thing is,
Dress up
Arlene's
time.
a costume designer,
Yes.
and that's what she does, or did, and does.
It's all
And-
fun.
She still
and-
does because
Oh,
you're in
yeah.
the gift shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, the thing is that when we started the castle, this is 56 years ago, and we said in Hollywood, people are not going to have a dress code. They won't do it. People are going to be there. They're tourists. They'll be in their
Yeah, right,
shorts
right.
and
Several people
flip-flops
say
and
don't
stuff.
do it.
And the Magic Castle has had a dress code for 56 years.
Uh-huh.
Very, very strict.
Yes.
And the way we did it is we said, I took an old 1910 mansion. We have a party there every night,
Okay.
a millionaire's party, and he has a party with a bunch of magicians. And you would not go to his party without dressing.
Without dressing. Yes. Yes.
They said,
yes.
you just wouldn't do it. And we do the same thing here.
Here,
This
right.
is a little bit of a fabrication, okay, of a palace that was once in Spain, and but the Contessa was very particular about
And about the dress
thing.
code,
And
yes.
You do not come to the private theater in her private palace in northern Spain without dressing properly.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know that the magic shows that you have there in your backstage there are about to begin. So let's have a toast
Yes.
to coming back and seeing you real soon and getting in the
you.
gift shop and seeing
Yes.
some magic shows. And thanks so much, you guys.
Thank
What
you.
a treat to have and to
Enjoy
know
it.
you.
I think
Good,
you.
good. Good, good.
Enjoy your stay in Santa Barbara at the Best Western Plus. Conveniently located in the heart of downtown, within walking distance of shopping, dining, wine tasting, and so much more. Relax in our newly remodeled rooms, take in our beautiful outdoor spaces, or dine at the Live Oak Cafe. The Best Western Plus offers affordable luxury whether you are driving up the coast, hosting a family reunion, on a business trip, or booking an extended stay in our 1 and 2 bedroom suites. Choose from a wide variety of specially curated vacation packages. Come and stay a while at the Best Western Plus, Santa Barbara.
Well, welcome back. Today we're with our very good friend Arlene. I've missed you so much. Arlene Larsen from the Magic Cabaret. Arlene, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been together.
Years.
And
It was
we've got
years.
so much to talk about today.
Oh, God, yes.
Can you first, we'll start off, where have you been and where has the cabaret been?
Hiding in a corner, but
all right, all right.
like everybody else. The cabaret's been closed for almost 2.5 years. We have our permits, so we can open now.
Uh-huh.
All we need is to find the right people to run it.
Okay.
And just trying to survive. been doing crazy
Well,
things.
it's been a while because a lot of things have happened to you because, of course, we've all had the pandemic and you had to endure that.
Yes.
And how did you survive? You survived by doing other things, personal things
yes.
yourself, right?
Yes, well, we were not able to open while we were trying to get our permits, and with pandemic, we were ready for it. Actually, we went through the fires, the mudslides, the pandemic.
Oh my God, yeah.
Everything but the city. The city was the killer. Yeah, but while that was happening, we couldn't open up, so I needed to make some money to pay for the architect, the contractors, and all that bit, and the lawyers. And so I started another business to keep this business going.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of
Yes.
does, doesn't it? Anyhow, so I'm making flower pots, unique flower pots.
Yes. But now a new event has happened with the Magic Castle. You want to tell us a little bit about what's happened with that?
You mean about the sale?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Big time here,
talk
right?
about magic. One of our members, Randy Pitchford, was a young kid, junior magician, got into video games and became a billionaire.
Oh, wow.
And he said if it wasn't for the Magic Castle in Milt, he would never become a billionaire. He says, I learned so much working with the magicians and the imagination and the ideas and Milt of never giving up. And he said it just seemed like that's the thing to do. And he got married at the Magic Castle. He's just a fantastic young guy. So he bought the Magic Castle.
He did.
And the Glover family
caboodle
owned the whole hill.
Yeah, right.
They
right.
sold the Yamashiro up above about 5 years ago.
Right.
And everybody said they'll never sell it, the castle itself. And the Academy of Magic Arts, the Glover family owned the castle, the building. The Academy of Magic Arts ran the club.
Right.
And we own the trademark. So it's a little bit of everything. And
so everybody has a piece of something.
Right.
Yeah, got it.
And so then the Academy wanted to buy the building, but they could never raise enough money. Well, Randy finally got him in a soft spot, bought the Magic Castle, bought the Magic Castle Hotel, the parking lot, everything else left other than the Yamashiro up on top. And he's formed the Magic Castle. He also bought our trademark, so he owns the whole thing.
Okay.
And the Genie magazine that his father did.
Oh,
he loves the
gosh, you're
Larsen.
like-
I said, he's a long-lost son that Milt never had.
Right.
We should have adopted
right.
him years ago.
Well, there's still time, maybe.
He's going to adopt us and take care of us.
Maybe, that's a good
Yes.
part. Well, let's talk about some of the things that you have been doing, because I know you haven't been quiet. You've been doing things here. Are we going to talk about your pots a little bit? Tell us about how you got started and where those jewels come. This is a fascinating story.
Well, I've been a costume designer. I had my own business for 40 years and started off when I was 15, 16 years old. And at NBC, CBS, I was very fortunate. All the big specials that they had, the
Right.
Dean Martin, Sonny and Cher
Burnett,
shows, Carol Burnett,
yeah,
Laughing,
right.
4 years of Laughing, and they all became friends. And I wasn't a costume designer at that point. They called rag pickers. So you take the clothes to the dress, help them get dressed and so on. And so they would make dresses for Carol Burnett constantly, all the big variety production numbers. And they would have maybe a half a yard of rhinestone trim or fringe or whatever, and they'd throw it away.
Cut it
And
up.
it was beautiful. I said, $40 a yard fabric, $100 a yard fabric, incredible stuff. And at that point, I could never afford it. And so I was collecting it for all those years, almost 60 years, collecting these little pieces of trim and buttons and broken jewelry and whatever. I love it. Anything sparkled, I love it.
Well, I remember one thing about you collecting it. Milt built her a special room, and once in a while, her friends, I being one, right,
Yep.
would go in and help her straighten out these jewels in the drawers, and you'd pull these drawers out, and they were loaded with these beautiful jewels.
Printer's
It was
cabinet. All the little places where the letters went are now rhinestones
and now
and pearls.
you're using them.
I'm using them all. And so each pot has something, a little touch of Hollywood in it. Because I got them from like the Sonny and Cher show or Laughing, production numbers. So they're all from the old movies and TV shows. Some of them are show pizzazz, leftover pieces there.
Right.
And depending on what's on the pot, the quality of the stones. And so if they're lesser quality or more appliques or whatever, the price is lower. But they go from $200 up to $900. And I've sold them to Las Vegas, New York, Colorado, Michigan.
I have a couple of my own, you
Yes.
know that, and they have special places. But to think you might have a flower pot in your house that belonged on Cher's shoes or something is, you know, it's
Button from here or there,
fascinating.
and they're all numbered,
Uh-huh.
and they take a while to make. So I don't make that many. They're not assembly line by any way.
Right.
Each one is different.
Right,
And
right.
and I checked around. Nobody's doing it. That's a fascinating. You know, when you have a gift, what do you give to somebody that has everything, can afford anything?
You're so creative, and I appreciate the fact that you've held this place here for all of us during the pandemic
I don't
and
know
during
why.
a bunch of other stuff, so that we can use it again. We haven't been able to be here, and this is the treat for all
That's the
of
hardest
us.
thing. Everybody kept saying, when are you going to open? I miss it. They want to
know.
be here. And it's so easy, really. Really easy to just sell it, take the money, and run, and simplify your life. But when everybody kept saying what a good time they had and everything, it's like,
Yeah.
why
It's
not?
your house.
I-
You're
yeah, it
Milton.
really is.
It's like you walk in and you are your guest.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people treat it like
they do.
someone's home, which is nice.
Open pretty soon, everyone.
Yep,
You guys
we're working
all
on it.
get ready, and if you want to be a member, you know where to call, because we're always looking for wonderful new members to mingle with the other members, right?
Oh, exactly.
Great shows.
Yeah.
There'll be music sometimes, and sometimes there'll be a
singer.
catered event. If you have an event that you want to cater, we can do that here, right?
Yeah, actually, we do a little bit of meetings, office meetings, and
uh-huh.
we're not going to say no until we start, let's try
See
it.
who wants
let's
to do
try it. Yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's
Talk me
about
into it, yeah.
Right.
But it's
Well,
just-
it's a rewarding experience just chatting with you and knowing that we have something to look forward here. in
Well,
Santa
I'm glad
Barbara.
you're back doing all this, because how else,
Yes,
who else
this
can I
is
talk
fun.
to? Yeah, I miss you.
Well, I've got something to do, and I'm going to stay with you. And on top of this, and we're
Thank you.
going to find out what's coming up next. Until then, I want to thank my audience for viewing us, because we miss you too. So stay tuned to all of us. All right. Thank you.